Hello guys, so welcome to this live video. So I thought to come up here and cook with you guys because I've been wanting to be coming live more often, but sometimes I just don't have that the time to do so. So while I cook, let me chit chat with you guys. So we're going to be making Nigerian fried rice. If you don't already know, I am a Niger girl. Okay. So let's get cooking. To start off, I already parboiled, not parboiled, I already cooked up my meat. I'm using chicken for this recipe. So to continue, I want to fry the meat just to add and infuse more flavor into the what we're cooking. So we're going to be frying it. I've added some oil in there. So to flavor our oil, I'm going to be throwing in some onions, some a little bit of rosemary. Fresh rosemary would have been better, but I really have fresh rosemary at home because the dry one is always easier to store. And I'm going to throw in bay leaf. And now I'm going to start dropping in my chicken. see how brown that is looking. So I'm also going to take the onions out because I don't want it to become darker than this and make the oil bitter. Excuse me. And my bay leaf as well. The oil I have in here, I feel like it's too big, so I'm going to take out some. So let's remove some oil. So now in here, we're going to go in with our chopped onions. More time. Rosemary. Some minced ginger. Minced garlic. I'm going to allow it to cook for about 30 seconds or a minute. going to add in chopped tomatoes. And we'll keep frying. Now I'm going to add in my dry fish to start infusing its own local flavor into this dish. All right. I feel like I should put some music. So get in the music. Mm-hmm. And then we keep stirring. I'm going to add a little bit of crayfish, just small. We stir, 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 stir. At this point, we're going to go in with our washed parboiled rice. Okay. And now we add in some horseradish donuts. You can add that while you're frying up. For me, I like to add it now when the food, because when you're frying, it's bringing out some steams and smoke, and my nose seems to be very sensitive to that. So most of the time, I don't fry up my peppers. I always do it when I've added something inside to bring down that steam, fume that comes out. My baby! Hi! Ooh, I love the jacket.
Oh, yes. Yesterday we were watching some of your videos.
You were? Mm-hmm. Oh, my. You made your hair. You look so beautiful. I don't need to ask who made it because I know his mom. Oh, somebody's wearing my favorite color comfort. Okay, two guys. Coconut rice. Oh, yeah? I think I can have a person. I've been a lazy girl. Oh yeah, I've been liking. I haven't commented.
It's okay. It's okay. It's just.
Okay, guys, at this point, we're going to add in our coconut now. Do I use the whole 2 cups? This coconut is sleeping. I don't know if I want to add more than 1 cup to this. Like, I don't know how big. Okay, I think this is enough. I just, my little one came to visit, and I'm looking at this rice and I don't know if it's going to be enough. All right. I feel like I should add a little bit more. I won't be adding all, but adding maybe about half. So next I'm going to add in some meat broth into this, the meat stock that came from boiling up my chicken. So I don't want all this, I don't want more herbs in there, so I'll try to strain as much as I could. Oh no, this strainer is too small. So I'm straining because I don't want a lot of these things that are coming out now. That So I love using homemade chicken stock or beef broth for my meal because it's usually more flavorful than the store-bought one. The store-bought one is just, I don't know, salty and feels a little bit tasteless to me. So for my rice, especially my coconut rice and jollof rice, I always use the homemade one. It's just better. And nothing beats what you made at home because you know exactly what went into it, right? So rice usually requires more of steam to cook rather than water. So I think I have enough water at this point. Oh, okay, no, let's add a little bit more water. Let's add more. I should have used a bigger a bigger strainer. This is stressful. I'm just imagining using this stock to make gravy. My goodness, it's gonna taste so yum yum. Let me throw this out, and then we strain in more water. Oh, let's just stop right here. No, this needs a little bit more water. At this point, I'm just going to pour this in because I believe I'm not going to be adding too much of the one I don't want, because I'm too lazy to continue straining it out. Oh no, 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 the ones I'm trying to avoid has entered in there. The big bay leaf. All right, we'll stop right here. So we're going to taste and see how flavorful this is before we can decide if we should add a little bit more salt and chicken bouillon. All right, that calls for a little bit of salt, so let's add salt in there. I'm also going to add more garlic because I love garlic. And next, chicken bouillon flavor. So when seasoning your coconut rice and jollof rice, we're going to add seasonings until we start tasting like the salt is about to be too much. That is when you know that you have hit the perfect flavor of salt and chicken bouillon, right? If you taste anything less than that, you need to add more. And that's because your rice is hard. When you start boiling up and sucking up those juice, it's going to become a balanced flavor. All right, I'm gonna add a little bit more there. And one more thing we're forgetting to add is black pepper. I just love adding black pepper because of its flavor. So let's add black pepper. Zeal. Sister, send my own. Oh, I will. I'm going to put some in a bowl and send it to you. Hello, hello, sis. Thanks for tuning in. So now we're going to give everything a good mix. Someone was saying that this is how you turn rice, but I can't imagine myself turning rice this way. So I'm going to mix it up the way I would normally mix up anything. Now we taste again. Okay, I think everything is just right. At this point, we're going to turn the heat down to like medium to low heat because you need steam to cook your rice, not pressure. Okay, so we turn that down. We cover and allow this to bubble up. So now, guys, should we stay for 20 minutes? This boiling is going to take about 20 to 30 minutes before the food is ready. So should we stay there or should I end the live here? Let me know what you guys think. But basically, once this bubbles up and all the water is out, then we're done cooking. We can serve and enjoy. So after cooking, the next thing to do is clean up. have to clean this place up. I broke my tripod like 3 days ago while recording a video, and I'm just using like a substitute tripod, and it's shaking so much. So now for my remaining coconut milk, I'm just gonna pour it in this glass bowl and put it in the fridge. That way it's ready for my next use. Nothing goes to waste over here. Freeze. Let me sip my tea. So guys, I don't know if I should end the live and come back later or pause it. I don't know how to pause. I only know how to pause the live on like TikTok. I don't know how to pause this one because the food is going to take about 20 to 30 minutes to bubble down. So what should we be doing within the period of 20-30 minutes? My tea has gotten cold, so let me warm that up. Well, for me, I have things to do. Like I have to put all these things back in the fridge, the ones I didn't use, and wash up everything I used for the cooking. But are you guys going to enjoy the process of me doing dishes? this hair is supposed to go this way, not the other way. But I'm gonna tie it up because I need to have access to my eyes. I haven't removed what I wore to church because I would love to take pictures. I'm hungry. You guys, some seconds.